Now that the webinar is back open. Bring people to the webinar. There we go. 4. Here we go. Hold on. Attendees, more. Promote. Hey, I'm getting you in. Hold on. I can't do it with everybody moving. I gotta try to get everybody else in. Hold on. I got them. I gotta get. See, the problem is everyone's. Where are you? Both the panelists, you're in. I need Shimon Moses, you're in. Who else is there? Everyone, I can't believe I could do that too. Hold on. No, his video, everyone's.
Another point in time. Do I have a second?
Second.
Okay, so Brian seconded, so we came out. Do we have Tammy back in and do we have everybody back in and turn the recording back on?
Tammy is one that has, the recording has started as soon as you said that we were entered back into executive session. Tammy is not there. This is unbelievable. It's the easiest thing. Just told Tammy to enter the webinar, so.
Offices of Sokoloff Stern LLP. The offices are. You have reached the offices of Sokoloff.
Come on, Tammy. Gotta make this easy. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. Need Tammy. All I need is Tammy. That's all I need. There's Tammy. Hold on. More. Go. Okay. There you go.
Okay, so we exited out of executive session at 7:39 that we never got into. There were no votes, nothing done in executive session. Brian, you started the recording back up?
been back up since you since you said that the first time.
All right, Tammy, do you want to unmute or?
Okay,
All right. So
Can you hear
Tammy,
me?
yes, we exited out of executive session at 7:39. We never got into executive session. There was no votes or anything during it. Will be updated by, I asked Scott to update us via email at a later point. So we're going to continue on with the rest of the meeting. Moving on to number 5, authorizing the creation of the position of assistant village attorney for the purpose of prosecuting local village law violations and vehicular traffic violations. I'll make the motion. Do we have a second?
I'll second. Shimon?
Okay, any discussion? Okay, all in favor? Aye,
Aye.
Aye.
5-0.
And I think, just to make it clear, the board appointed the person who will now inhabit that position at the last meeting.
Right, we're actually doing, we're amending the resolution, next, Dan, as part of it. So next up, we have the resolution amending resolution 21-4519, appointing Devorah Beck as prosecuting attorney to reflect the correct title of assistant village attorney pending approval from Rockland County personnel.
Right,
I'll
but
make-
it still doesn't mention her name, but
Well, this,
the first one doesn't need to.
right, that's the creation of the position. And then we're putting her into the position.
Right. Yep.
Okay,
Okay.
so I'll make the motion. Do we have a second?
Second. Second.
Okay, any discussion? All in favor? Aye,
Aye.
Aye.
5-0. Next, we have the resolution authorizing the payment to Brooker Engineering in the amount of $1,200 for the preparation of the annual MS4 report as required by New York State. I'll make the motion. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second. 30
Who
down.
seconded?
Isaac.
Isaac?
Okay,
Okay, any discussion? Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
5-0. Next, we have the resolution authorizing the termination of employment of Frank Youngman, court attendant, and Joseph Tishner, assistant building inspector, non-protunct, dating back to 2016 for the purpose of receiving a certified payroll designation from the county of Rockland. I'll make the motion. Do I have a second?
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor? Aye.
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 Brian,
By the way,
I'm being told from residents that everybody else cannot watch. Nobody else can watch the meeting other than the people that are currently here.
yeah, they're getting a message that's saying you were removed from the webinar by the host and cannot rejoin.
Oh, gosh.
Is there someone else hosting this meeting? This is ridiculous.
Why
it
don't we
says only
cancel this
you,
meeting?
you're the host.
I know what I am, but in order for somebody to be removed and it says it's the host, that would have to be somebody, that would have to be me.
Well, we're gonna have to cancel this meeting.
Hold it, Magdalia,
is there.
hold it.
No, we cancel this meeting if we don't have a public.
That's trying to fix it. Hold your
Hold
horses.
on.
Now, don't tell me to hold it.
Well,
I'm telling you to hold it because it's
Everyone
because
relax.
it's on.
Migdalia and Yehuda, We will see whether or not we can get the meeting fixed by Brian. Otherwise, we will
Hold on.
discuss what we need to do.
Correct, let's
Thank
try to
you.
fix it.
Brian,
Everyone relax and just try to fix it. Come on.
Brian,
We've waited this long. Be
there
patient.
is,
Let's see if
there
we
is,
can
the
finish
thing
it.
is, there was nothing done. So I don't, how could it be undone? It's that easy.
You mean, what you're saying is you gotta get in to get out.
I didn't remove everybody. The people are joining right now. I didn't remove anybody.
Let me check with someone if they can rejoin. Hold one second.
I got 3 people here so far. This is ridiculous. This is an easy
Listen,
thing.
it happens everywhere. When I'm in court, these things happen. When I'm
This is
on,
easy though.
well,
Maybe we-
listen,
Go back to the way it was,
Happened-
we didn't have as many problems.
happened in family court the other day. It happened in my court the other day. It happens. Just you gotta be patient, grin and bear it, and just don't give up because you gotta get these things resolved.
Again,
Just everyone, just be patient and just come on.
It says registration has been closed according to people trying to log on.
you know what? You know what? Let's see something.
One idea would be for us, everyone to get out and
No,
get
no,
back
no,
in. Start from
don't do
scratch.
that. Don't do that. Give me one
I'm
second.
not. I'm just suggesting it. I'm not saying we
Okay,
will. I'm just
let me go,
suggesting.
let me go to,
Go back to the old one we had before.
hold on. Let me go to the actual. Okay. This is ridiculous. What's
Okay, so somebody just showed he's back in.
Yeah, somebody said he's in.
I know, yeah, I know, because the host didn't take them out, so they'll be back in. Okay, here we go. Webinar, ba.
Malka is trying to get in and it's saying that she can't rejoin.
Better try again.
Webinar right there, boom. Can't edit. I can't edit. Okay, hold on one second. We do.
All right, I'm gonna go, Scott, I'm gonna go with yours that we just continue then as long.
Yeah,
Everybody-
unless we hear otherwise, unless we hear it, somebody who would be objecting to some degree, we should assume everything is good.
Okay. I see the participant numbers are jumping, so I'm assuming everybody's able to come in. Brian,
Yeah.
you see everybody joining?
I
Yes,
just sent to somebody the link, he's in.
Dan is probably trying to get in.
All right, so moving along with resolution number 9. Accepting the proposed drainage easement dedicated to the village with regard to engineering plans for 42 Church Road. I'll make the motion. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second.
Isaac? Any discussion? All in favor?
aye.
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 5-0.
Trustee Pizante?
It's amazing. Everybody's back in.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes, okay.
okay, all right. Next, we have the resolution authorizing the rescheduling of the next village board workshop from May 17th, 2021 to May 20. Not the next, the meeting after the next. Authorizing the rescheduling of the meeting after the next village board workshop from May 17th, 2021 to May 24th, 2021 in observance of a religious holiday. So I'll make the motion. Do I have a second?
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor? Aye.
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 5-0. Next, we have the resolution setting a public hearing for May 24th, 2021 at 7 PM via Zoom to consider the repeal of the following local laws, resolutions, and sections of Village Code. Tree law, local law number 3-2016. Parade laws, local law number 3-2017, local law number 1-2020. Garage law, local law number 2-2017. Street parking law, local law number 2-2017. Election law, local law number 5-2018. No knock law, local law number 6-2016. On-site violation search resolution number 2527 of 2014. Outdoor fires amending the village/county code, chapter 80, section 80-31B. I'll make the motion. Do I have a second?
Second,
Any discussion?
Yes, I would like to
Yes.
move to May 3rd.
Correct.
Shimon, you go first.
Yes, I would like to move from May 24th to May 3rd.
Okay, that would not give you 30 days, so I don't believe that you can do that.
Why, we spoke about it already in the last meeting.
But we didn't make a resolution.
Scott,
And
can I move?
I think there is a minimum amount of time that you have to set these. So I think we have to make sure that we give it enough time that all our notices are done and what have you, for the fear that if we don't do notices properly,
So
then
legally,
the
it can't
whole,
be done May 3rd?
well, today is,
We
I'm
need
sorry,
to
Tim.
send out for the GML to the county and leave enough time for that to come back, so.
They need a minimum of 30 days to respond. And you can't send it out until the local laws are actually prepared.
Just-
So,
Just a heads
Um,
up, the meeting was hacked.
What?
Just a heads up, the meeting was hacked,
How do you know?
because I could see the person jumping around with a laughing face. You can't see it, but I could see it.
And that's why we're having problems
That's
before, and why
why
they were
People
having
got
issues with who
kicked
the
out.
host
Why
was.
I'm sitting here like this and people are getting kicked out. It's impossible.
Mm.
Oh, 39 people, so
Yeah, no, he's jumping around again. Who knows what they are, but there's someone jumping around in there.
But I think now we good. We have 30 attendants.
Yes, no, I mean, the public is there.
right, so back to the resolution at hand.
I do have one bit of good news. There was mention that one of the items was done by resolution,
Correct, so it doesn't need to be in.
so it doesn't need to be a public hearing. It just needs to be on the agenda, and it can be addressed that night.
you bring it up for new business?
No, we'll just list it as repeal of resolution
Right.
23 of 2000, whatever, with regard to whatever. All in favor? Aye.
Right.
You can do that tonight as well.
Yes, you can.
Yeah,
Can-
you
Dan?
could, but with all that's gone on tonight,
Takes 1
Um,
second.
I don't know that I would.
So
I
we can
leave
do
it-
that.
I
So
leave
we
it-
can
I
do
leave
that
it-
on, we can do that on May 3rd.
Correct.
Right.
Can I ask a question? We need to send a GML to the county when we are looking to repeal laws and we don't have any to replace them or any amendments to them?
Yes,
Okay,
because when they were originally adopted, at least they should have been sent to the county for their review.
Okay, thanks.
And that's,
Just as a heads up, all the normal people that are on and then some are on. We're up to 37. And all the normal names.
All right, let's go on with the meeting. I mean, as long as everybody's able to get in, that's the
No,
good news.
I was
Thank you.
referring to, I was
Yeah, no.
referring to
It's-
a vote not being made because of something.
I also want to thank you, Brian, for even considering that I might be normal.
Well, of course you are.
All right, let's move on. So next we
Sorry.
have accepting the settlement agreement with BSI and a general release in the sum of
We didn't vote on the
49.
last amendment. We didn't vote on the last amendment.
to set the public hearing.
Oh,
Yeah, we didn't vote on it.
oops, okay, all right. So
Good
McDowell,
call,
seconded,
Shimon.
was there any more discussion on it?
What do you want?
All right.
Is that a talk in the
Okay,
meeting?
so all in favor of setting the meeting for the 24th?
Aye.
At 7
Aye.
PM
At 7 PM.
via Zoom.
Hopefully.
Yes, okay.
Now, you could run it if you like.
I will.
Yeah. If
Aye.
you like it, you got it.
All in favor, 5-0?
Yes.
Okay.
Aye.
All right, next we have the resolution accepting the settlement agreement with BSI Capital and General Release for 49,453 and 86 cents. I'll make the motion. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second.
All in favor? Aye.
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 5-0. Next, I have the resolution approving the minutes of the village board organizational meeting, April 5th, 2021, as submitted by the deputy village clerk for review. I'll make the motion. Do I have a second?
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
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 5-0. Next, we have the resolution approving the minutes of the village board meeting of April 5th, 2021, as submitted by the deputy village clerk for review. I'll make the motion. Do we have a second?
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
5-0. Next, we have the resolution approving the treasury abstracts from April 19, 2021 in the amount of $94,174.46. I'll make the motion. Do I have a second?
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor? Aye.
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 5-0. Next, we have the proposal accepting the proposal submitted by Don Slevin of FYS Computers to install an updated version of MS Server 2019 at a cost to the village of $3,000 to include software licenses and installation. I'll make the motion. Do I have a second?
Second.
Okay, this is, as far as discussion, but I mean, this is being done because of the problems that we had this week at Village Hall with one of the servers and the capacity on that server, so.
I think Brian says he has some equipment maybe to donate, so we don't have to spend the money.
No, we still have to spend the money. It's just a matter of how it would work with it, but we still have to spend the money. It doesn't replace the work that needs to be done and the equipment that needs.
Excuse me?
Wasn't that that equipment would have been in addition to, but not, it would not have been, would not change the price or anything to what we're doing with Don.
That you were talking to Don about, but that equipment is literally the computer. But
Well, when I was speaking to Don in the office this morning, this is what he needs to do to get us up and running and getting the second server working
Not
to
a
be able
problem.
to, okay. So, all in favor? Aye.
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 Next, we have the resolution extending the temporary authorization for outdoor dining and to permit any new applications for outdoor dining for the purpose of complying with the New York State COVID-19 guidelines. Whereas the Village Board of Trustees previously passed a temporary resolution allowing for the application of permits for outdoor dining in order to comply with New York State COVID-19 guidelines. And whereas the most recent extension of this resolution expired on March 31st, 2021, and whereas restrictions on dinings are still in effect according to New York State COVID-19 guidelines, and whereas such extension of the resolution permitting outdoor dining and accepting new applications for outdoor dining requires the authorization of the Village Board of Trustees. Now therefore be it resolved that the temporary authorization to permit outdoor dining and to accept new applications for outdoor dining in the Village of Airmont is hereby extended through August 31st, 2021, and be it further resolved that all businesses offering outdoor dining shall comply with changing COVID-19 guidelines as issued by the Governor of the State of New York. So I'll make the motion. Do I have a second?
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. 5-0. Next, we have the resolution authorizing the village clerk treasurer to purchase 800 tons of rock salt from OGS Procurement Services for the 2021-2022 winter season. I'll make that motion. Do I have a second?
Second.
Who was the second?
Come on.
Okay, thanks.
Okay. Any discussion?
Should we have a few bidders?
Well, hold on. This
No,
was,
no, this is always done.
this is what number? You talking about 18?
Yes.
This is number 18, yes.
Okay, and this is for George Stoll.
No, well, this is for the salt. It's not,
It's not particular, it doesn't mean it's for him. It's
yeah.
for whoever does this.
it's for the village. It's the way we procure it. And
No, I understand how it's procured.
Right.
Procured, so it's for whoever does.
right,
Copy it.
right, he has a contract for the 21-22 season.
It's news, okay.
Yeah. Okay.
So it was up in June, but okay,
No,
no? Okay,
that would be after next winter, which is why we're having Scott, we want to send out,
yeah, no
and move
problem,
forward. Right.
no problem.
All in favor?
Aye.
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 5-0. Next, moving into discussions, it was asked that we discuss reduction of noise on weekends. Someone wanted to discuss the operating of mechanical equipment by homeowners, I guess, and lawn services.
Isaac, you wanted?
There.
What was that again?
Okay, someone had asked for us to have a discussion on the reduction of noise on weekends.
Well, you mean the limitation on
What does that
times?
mean?
The
Besides-
limitation on
besides the
time.
laws that we have
That's,
in-
this is a discussion. And
It was about, mostly about landscaping. Some residents
Yeah.
complained that on
No.
Saturday and Sunday, landscapers start way too early.
Right, it's the
That's
times of
what
the
we have.
day.
We have
Right.
local law we have local laws in effect for time, for
Right.
what times to start and what machines you can use and can't use
right,
on Saturday and Sunday.
Saturday and Sunday, the machines go off 8 in the morning, go on
Okay,
until all day.
okay, well,
I don't think any lawn mowing should be happening on weekends before 10 a.m. No matter what the machine.
12.
People work all week.
well, I'm just going by the local,
Well-
by the local law. I work 2 jobs. I understand. But I'm just saying the local law is what governs that. Am I wrong, lawyers?
No, currently the local law dictates those times. If somebody feels that the timings should be changed, we want to make it even later than we currently have, we can do
What's the
that.
timing now?
Or you could actually enforce the law that exists.
Oh my God,
That's what,
what a concept. Who can do that for us? You got a building inspector or someone who's in charge of that?
Stop. What time is it now?
I have to check. Hold on one second.
Let's double check.
I believe it's 8 o'clock on Saturday. It might be not, I don't know whether we even have a time on Sunday.
Yeah, well, there's certain things that on Sunday, there's certain machines you can't even run. Like,
Prohibitive, right?
you're not allowed to run at
everything
small
is-
machines, small excavators, and all that. You're not allowed to run all that stuff.
Does anybody here have an opinion on whether making it at a later time on Saturday and Sunday, whether it's 9 or 10?
I would say 11.
No.
11.
I would
11
say,
might be a little
I
late.
would say 9 because people want to get out, if I'm probably one of the few people who actually does mow a lawn, I'd want to get out before the heat of the day. Preferably 9 or
Minimum
10.
10, if something.
There
later
are,
possible.
I mean, there are people that have, let me just get the code, let me get the code. Because there's people that have parties and if to have your lawn cut at, 11. might be a
Nobody
little
needs their lawn cut on the day of the party. They can arrange it a day previously or 2 days previously.
rough.
The
Okay,
question is what you guys think about timing.
Well, I think we should find out what the current timing is and then,
yep.
My recollection is 8 o'clock, but wouldn't rely on it.
Weekend noise ordinance.
Yeah, maybe we should,
While we're looking, we couldn't change it tonight anyway. All we could do is,
Correct.
right,
it's a-
this
if
was
it's a
this was
local
just
law,
a
you have to have a public
workshop
hearing.
discussion.
yeah, should we,
right, you have to have a public hearing and it's
For the
same as
record,
any other
you
local
could,
law.
for the record, you could pass any resolution tonight. It's just a choice of the board.
No.
Yes, you could.
can't, no,
Okay, I'm
sir.
up.
Will get an
You
effect.
can't amend a local law with a resolution.
So how did all the other laws go into effect?
They're local laws. There's processes that you have to go through. That's the same conversation we had when we first went into effect tonight. Local laws have to be changed by a very involved process. Resolutions can be rescinded. You're absolutely right, but that's
The
not-
question is
that-
whether that was done by resolution or local law. That's the question.
If it's a law, it's a local law. If it's on there, I'm sure it's a
Yeah,
law.
Nobody knows yet what time it
yeah,
is. We already
yeah.
know if it's a law or
And
resolution.
I'm certain that we have the same thing with the times of garbage collection. That's limited too, constantly violated.
You can't put it
But-
out before 5 o'clock, before the night before.
Yeah, and they're not allowed to pick it up at 4 o'clock in the morning, even though they do.
Right, well,
Cars are always
that's gonna be a
driving.
tough one to get,
Nathan next.
All right, so can we have someone look into the hours so that they can report back to the board for the next meeting so that we could?
We'll do that. We will do that.
Okay.
No problem.
Next, it was asked to do discussion on contracts.
I got a good idea, that's one.
Okay, so moving on to in the order that we have it on the paper, public relations, that we wanted to put it out to bid and try to see whether we can,
I have somebody who wanted to try to pass tonight to the new business, so we'll keep it for later.
well, we have somebody currently on contract, so then that would give us
I
two
was doing
people on
termination
contract.
fee. We could terminate 30 days, so.
So so that would be the question, is whether or not we're gonna,
Yes.
my thing is that, we should if you want, then we should make a
new-
resolution to terminate that contract, but also put out if anybody's interested, besides, give the
But new
people,
business.
do the people who currently do it, give them an opportunity to apply again, and anyone else who's interested in applying again.
Or did we have
Somebody
someone
who
in
does it should
mind?
make it all in one package.
Or did we have someone in mind that we already
Yes,
were
we do.
were
That's
in
why I wanna-
favor of?
Yes, we do. That's why I don't want to waste time now on this. We're gonna move it on by new business.
All right. All right, then, the next, item on for discussion is tech support. We have engineering services. We have copiers for the village, phone system, security cameras, village websites, and security alarms.
Could I suggest adding anti-hacking devices?
Well, that's a good idea.
I would agree with that.
Yeah.
So does, anybody have any comment on tech support? Does anybody have any comments on engineering services?
I think that's something that's an executive session.
Or by new
Well, I
business.
All right, so moving on, next we have, copiers for the village. Our contract is coming up. I have asked the deputy clerk to get estimates on that, which she is in the process of doing, just so that everybody knows. I've also asked her to look back into the phone systems for Village Hall once again, and look into security cameras, and the village website and the security alarms. So just moving along on that.
That's a whole package, that's one package.
Right. Well, or it could be broken up into different packages. Currently they're in multi-packages. So,
If you make
but
it as
it might be better for us to have it as one package, which I agree with you.
Probably get a better price as well
Correct.
if it's one package.
one package, the one guy handles it all and it gets done. By 10 people, you need to run to everybody would say it's the other guy's issue.
I have 3 companies I can give you with quotes.
So if you could pass those along to Tammy, that would be
Yeah, please.
appreciated.
Sure will.
All right, moving on then to old business. Does anybody have any old business? Okay, if there's no old business, I have one item for new business. I was in Village Hall and was handed, we got in one last thing that came in, which is a resolution approving the intergovernmental agreement with County of Rockland for the mosquito control for 29 North Lorna Lane. This is something that we've done, previously and every year. Whereas the County of Rockland Sanitary Code Article 19 requires owners to control mosquito breeding upon property, and whereas the Village of Airmont is responsible for the retention basin at 29 North Lorna Lane, which may fall under the requirements of said sanitary code, whereas the County of Rockland is willing to undertake seasonal control services for a fee of $625 for the entire mosquito season. Now therefore, it is hereby resolved that the Village Board of the Village of Airmont hereby approves the seasonal mosquito control services outlined in the County of Rockland Department of Health proposal of April 12, 2021, and further approves the payment of the $625 seasonal fee for calendar year 2021. And is further resolved that the village clerk is hereby authorized to complete the requisition form and submit the same to the County of Rockland together with the fee of $625. I'll move the motion. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second.
That was Shimon. Any discussion? All in favor? Aye,
Aye.
5-0. Okay, anyone else have new
Yes.
business?
I have two things.
Okay,
Number one is I want to terminate the contract from the PR 30 days. And immediate follow hire, and then another proposal from Berkovich for PR.
Second that motion.
From Berkovations. From Berkovations.
okay.
Um,
I mean, I go along with the part that we should terminate the contract, but no one wants to look into, I'm gonna ask, no one wants to look into anyone else besides on this?
The new one can always be terminated if we find something better.
Well,
We
okay,
looked-
so
we did look in-
before we enter into it, I would let, do we have a 30-day out contract with this next contract coming up?
yes,
Yes.
so we need a motion, the discussions.
Well, I mean, I'd like to, I don't have a copy in front of me of the contract, so I mean, I have a question that I'd like to see the contract exactly in its entirety, even though I do remember seeing a proposal, but I would like to review it, did not know we were discussing it tonight, did not know it was coming up, and would like to, look at it in its entirety and have it reviewed.
I want to pick it up, it's ready.
I-
Wait.
I
We
did,
just approved something for the computers without 3 proposals, so I think PR is not
Well,
that.
that's by a person who's doing we approved Don to work on our computers and maintain our computers.
But we might get it from a different company at a better price.
Well, then you wouldn't have somebody servicing your computer.
Right,
That can be someone else too.
Don is very good at what he does. That's all I could say. As far as
I'm just pointing out that we did not get three different quotes. to-
I understand why you-
send that to
why-
them.
why
It's
you brought
nothing
it.
to do with
Right.
them.
Right, but
I understand why you brought it.
this is being done by the person who we hired to maintain our computers, and this is the problem he ran into and the solution that he came up with. I mean, but that has nothing to do with this. This is a different situation.
Let's be
There's a
done.
30-day
We'll vote,
out
whatever the
clause in
board wants.
contract.
All right, so let's put it to a vote by the board.
Yes. So
All right.
that Berkovations contract.
All right, so, let's separate this into two. We are gonna, Scott and Tammy, can you send a letter that we are gonna be terminating the PR contract with 30 days?
The PR
Yes, once you-
contractor
what-
too.
Yes, the current, with the current PR contractor that we have. After
Tom
you got-
Asa?
af-
Yeah,
Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
the mayor is saying. So after we have our vote in a few moments, if they do vote to terminate it, then we will send a letter saying the resolution was passed, terminating it based on a 30-day notice. And then you either have tonight or you have the next session or two to hire whoever you want
Hire
to
now.
hire.
I want to
Okay,
pick
well,
up.
it's whatever you guys want. It's your choice. But
And let's put it to vote now.
Okay,
We
so
have
let's
have the mayor do the vote.
okay, so let's do the first one, which, so we have the resolution in front of us terminating the PR contract tonight. Put that to a vote. Who wants to move the
I'll make the
motion?
motion.
Okay, so Brian's making the motion. Who's seconding it?
I'm second.
Okay, any further discussion on that? All right, Tammy, you want to do a roll
Yeah.
call?
Okay, trustee trustee Weiss, I'm sorry.
Yes.
Trustee, yes, okay. Trustee Moses,
Aye.
trustee Pizante,
No,
okay, deputy mayor Downey,
Yes.
and Mayor Bubel.
Yes.
Okay, the motion passes. And do I still have the same hiring the other firm, moved by trustee Moses and seconded by deputy mayor Downey.
Well, that would have to be a motion would be.
That would have to be a
made.
that would be a
Separate
separate motion.
motion.
Right.
Okay,
Let's start from scratch.
Okay, so we're
Oh.
doing this again. Okay.
Right.
So,
Just so I can double check with Scott, the resolution for the on-site violation search. If it's a simple resolution, can the board pass now a resolution to rescind that resolution?
Let's finish this. Let's finish one.
Yes, yes, if it's a resolution, you can rescind the resolution. If it's a local law, you need to go through a,
So
do
let's
a
finish with
elaborate
this one.
process.
Let's
Yeah.
finish. Okay, let's bring the second one, reservations. Brian, you want to bring it to a motion?
I'll make the motion to hire
Reservations.
Percolations as the new promotion company.
After 30 days.
Yeah, well, yeah, as every contract, yes.
Yeah.
There a second?
Second.
Well, wait, can I just say something? Be
Yeah.
clear that, wait, forgive me. The resolution has to be that you're gonna hire this new company at the conclusion, no sooner, at the conclusion of the 30-day notification component of the existing contracts. So you couldn't literally sign the contract with the new entity until at least, let's say 30 days from at least till tomorrow, when we send the notice out. So it couldn't be any earlier, let's say, than May, what's today? Right, so May 20, couldn't be any earlier than May 21st.
Yeah, and I don't
Yeah.
think the mayor would have signed the contract earlier.
No, I'm just being clear about it. So that as we have this conversation, we're clear about, timing, because timing is sometimes people forget, and I want to be clear about what we're doing.
No, absolutely,
No problem.
Time you want to do roll call?
Sure. So I have this, I have it moved by Deputy Mayor Downey. Who seconded it?
Me.
Shimon?
Okay. And roll call, trustee Weiss,
Yes.
trustee Moses,
Yes, aye.
trustee Pizante.
Abstain.
Okay, Deputy Mayor Downey
Yes.
and Mayor Bobel.
Yes.
Yeah.
Does anyone have any other new business?
Yes, I have one more.
The resolution for the on-site violation search.
Okay, that's what. Yeah, so one more also.
So then the only way to do this would be to make a motion to rescind the resolution for the on-site violation search. And that's the motion I just made.
I second it.
Well, just to be clear, do we have the resolution name and number of the one that was originally approved
2527,
of
2014, 2014.
Okay,
okay, add that to the resolution.
Tammy?
Hmm,
Roll call?
Okay. Okay, so it was.
Is there any further discussion on that? All right, if there's no further discussion, then roll call.
All right, I have it moved by Deputy Mayor Downey. Who seconded it?
Me.
Okay. And roll call, trustee Weiss,
Yes.
trustee Moses,
Aye.
trustee Pizante,
Aye.
and Deputy Mayor Downey,
Yes.
and Mayor Bobel.
Yes.
Thank you.
One more resolution I want to bring up. I mean, it's two parts. I want to end the contract with Brooker Engineer. Effective 30 days.
Okay, there is a lot of work that's going on. There's more into that, and I recommend that we table that and we have a discussion about a contract in executive session because there's litigation that's taking place and that has a lot of different ramifications that can be taken into effect by that.
So can
That-
we try to go into executive session one more time?
Well,
No, the problem is
no.
Never got in the first time.
Leo and Brian.
The thing is,
Right. So that should be tabled and we should handle it at the May 3rd.
the
We should
room
talk.
that,
Can we try to go into executive session one more
The
time?
We don't have the other lawyers here.
you, what are
We can, the board can
Okay,
discuss this.
Yehuda,
You don't need a lawyer for that.
Yehuda, the problem is there's usually panelists, attendees, and then there's a room. And that room, I could put all the attendees in. That room is not, is gone. So there's no place to put the attendees, so there's no way to have, unfortunately, an executive session with this person jumping around.
I can
Will not be
set up-
around.
I can set up a separate Zoom meeting in 60 seconds and send you guys the invite.
I could
wouldn't
do
be-
the same, but is that what we want to do?
No,
Executive
'cause
executive session now would be useful.
it would be useful, but we can't go into it and we need to be able to come in and go out of the meeting, so we would not be able to do that. So I recommend that we table this.
I'm with
Till the
I'm
next
with you,
meeting.
Yehuda.
Just 1 second, Scott, if you can
Wait, Scott's not here.
interject. Scott, if
Tell
you
him
can
to let's see.
interject, is there any reason why Brooker Engineering needs to be discussed in executive session?
1 second. Scott went away. Mr.
I'm
Zogas.
here.
Oh, you do? I'm sorry. I didn't-
Scott, is there
yeah.
any reason
Camera.
Brooker Engineering needs to be discussed in executive session?
Yes, I would say
Yes.
there are some implications that need to be addressed that you would want to be sensitive to. And I understand what you're looking to achieve. That can be done. But we would want to discuss some of the specifics to how it would be done so it's done properly. And I think that's what's being expressed. So I would tend to agree that given the sensitivity of the subject matter, that we would be very well served having Leo Dorfman or Sakalov, whoever from that office participating in the conversation. It really would necessitate, and it would be very prudent of us to do it that way.
I honestly, I'm not sure what you are referring to, but I'll leave it
Well,
up
that's
to
the reason
questions.
why, you just made my point. That if you don't understand what my point is, we need to discuss it, and we can't discuss it. So just trust the fact that I know what the intentions are, and my answer is yes, we can achieve those things, but we have to discuss them.
Understood.
And can we set a meeting just executive session so we don't have to go through this whole headache?
There is litigation that needs to be discussed by the village board, and I think we should try one more time for executive session if we can make it work.
We can't. Brian has said
The
that.
only
so
way
we'll-
we can make, this work is I could I could do another, just a quick Zoom meeting and just invite us and then leave this one open.
Why can't we close this meeting and open executive session?
Because then
That's not the
then
way
when
it
we Come
works.
out of executive session,
Oh.
people need to see this. I mean, I don't think, unfortunately, because of because that whole section was wiped out for someone's fun, who's still having fun with it. It would be, we wouldn't be able to come back out of executive session, and explain what was done to the public.
You can remove people and then let them rejoin at a certain point.
No, I cannot.
No, it's not working that way this
They
evening.
will not.
So my
It would
recommendation
it
is
would
that we
have-
table this item to the next meeting where we should have the Zoom work properly and be able to
It
go
would
into
have-
executive
No, the problem
session.
is I feel like everything we're pushing off.
We're pushing off
Nothing
one
done.
thing. We're pushing off one thing. We're pushing
Okay,
off
so-
one thing.
so-
Everything else was addressed.
Just out of curiosity, if we figure out how to operate Zoom, Any of the trustees available for a special session at a certain date this rest of the week?
Isaac, I think you were available. Yeah,
We
I do.
also have to check with Leo and Brian as to their.
Obviously.
Right. Depending what day it is, possibly.
I won't be available Wednesday.
And I'm not available Thursday, Friday.
Okay, and opening another meeting, a separate meeting is an option?
I don't think this rises to the occasion of a special meeting. I think we can put it off to the next meeting.
Cut.
You need Leo, you need the other attorney.
All
Scott,
right. So is there any other new
I'm
business?
saying so.
I want to know why we can't hire a new engineer now for new jobs. That's for
Why
Scott.
What?
Like in what?
Why can't we hire new engineer now for new jobs?
There's a contract in place.
All right, so you can terminate the contract. It's not a problem.
No, that's not even the answer.
That's
You don't have, listen.
okay.
Tom,
You
have-
don't
listen,
discuss
I-
contracts in open session.
Yeah, this is exactly what executive session's for, because what you just said was not necessarily accurate. And I don't want to correct you because I don't want to do this now. It's not the right venue, gentlemen.
There's
You
There's
just
rules.
terminated the contract for the computer, for the PR without executive session.
Ay, ay, ay.
Okay, anyway, guys, let's not go back and
There's a
forth.
there's a
All right.
difference.
I think the problem, Yehuda, is the litigation with the,
Right.
with the other
Right,
thing.
Right.
We
Yeah.
have no litigation with Brooker Engineering.
Is what?
We have no
Yeah,
current
yeah.
litigation with Brooker
All right.
Engineering.
I don't think this is
You don't
getting us
understand. He doesn't
anywhere.
understand.
If there is no other new business, I recommend a motion to adjourn this meeting.
Adjourn meeting motion.
So if there's no other, I'll make the motion to adjourn. Do I have a second?
A second.
second.
I would like the same agenda on the next meeting about on the May 3rd meeting on the contract for Brook Engineering.
On the May 3rd meeting, just to let you know, there will be a whole another room, which will be, it's gonna be private, so you're gonna have to, when you get the link, Tammy, when I send you the link,
Mhm.
there'll just be an extra line at the bottom with a code,
Okay,
so just include that line, and this way it's impossible for anybody to do what just happened. It's just an extra step of security that would stop anybody from getting kicked out.
okay.
It would be like the old Zoom meeting where we would put them into a room.
Mhm.
That's what was set up, and I was looking at it the whole meeting until it was that time, and all of a sudden people started just doom.
Okay. All right, let's
Yeah,
just
that's-
get that set up for the next meeting. I'll make the motion to adjourn this meeting. Do I
I
have
was,
a second?
Mr. Mayor,
Yes.
all due respect,
Yes.
I was explaining what the problem was.
And I appreciate,
Of course,
Brian, I
I was,
appreciate it, and I
because
know
there was comments made that I don't appreciate.
no, and I appreciate what you're doing with running the meeting. So I want to say thank you, and trust me, as a person who's not
Nate,
technically, I'm-
me and you, it's not the issue. It's just, it was a comment made that, was unnecessary.
all right. All right, thank you, Brian. I will attempt to make a motion to adjourn again. Do I have a
Second.
second?
Second.
All right. All in favor? Aye,
Aye.
Aye.
5-0. Thank you, everyone.
Just for the record, it's 8:41. Meeting was adjourned at 8:41.
And everyone we'll try to do better next time with this digital process. It's very frustrating, you know.